Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 16 of Task Force Unlikely. Family is family. And as we were discussing off stream briefly, last week's recap is fucking Shemeshka, and then oops. That's about all you need to know. So, you leave Shemeshka's parlor through a portal similar to the one you entered through. However, this time you enter into a different room. It is about a 20 by 20 foot room, dimly lit by sputtering torches. Kind of a low level fog is at your feet. But looking down, it's just rough dirt floors. And, pardon me, behind you is the portal, and in front of you is a large marble door, amber colored, and carved over the entrance is the name Stephen d'Amberville, and painted on the door is the Amber family crest, which is a black shield with a gold phoenix. And then an amber crown is painted above the shield.
Tarbek stops to appreciate the heraldry. The heraldry's been appreciated. Let's get the hell out of here. Sorry, yes, where the doors are north, south, and Dennis. I'm sorry.
The doors are straight in front of you, north, and then the portal that you came through is right behind you.
Maybe we should have Gayle check it for traps first.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's check this door.
Guidance.
Oh, I don't think I need it. That's a 21.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, quickly checking the door. Running your finger along it, taking out a dagger and kind of checking for wires and such. You find no traps on this door.
Hey. I'm guessing it doesn't have a doorknob or anything.
No, it looks like you could push it open. Perhaps one of the stronger members of your party, Tarbek or Navira.
All right, big ass swords out.
All right. Hammer in one hand, kind of pushing on it with the shield.
Okay.
Do we need to save first?
No, you're
Gayle, move out of the way.
Smart. You push open the door, and the ankle level fog rolls into the next room.
Actually, I will cast Bless on myself, Navira, and Gayle before we go into that room.
Okay.
That seems like the jokes aside, that seems like a good idea.
The walls and ceiling of this room are painted green. An emerald-covered carpet covers the floor. The room is empty of furniture. The scent of sandalwood, roses, and musk fills the room. A giant stands in the center of the room, kind of on bended knee, with a large sword in his one hand, kind of stuck in the ground. The giant's skin is pale green, and his hair is long and shaggy, and he has a long, shaggy beard of dark green.
It's the green giant.
It's essentially the jolly green giant.
I was gonna say either that or we found the great and terrible Oz.
And he seems kind of in contemplative prayer, and then he looks up and he says, "You wish to seek the master?"
Yeah, we have an eviction notice for him.
If that's what's going to get us out of here.
He says, "Yes, you must break the curse. The first step is killing me."
Why?
I really wish I knew, because I don't particularly want to die, but That's what I was told. I'll just lay down if that's cool.
No one said you had to die.
Yeah, we don't want to kill you.
Yeah. You could just let us through.
He'll gesture around, and there is no obvious door. And he says, I wish I could.
Tarbek will suppress one dwarven giant killing instinct to focus on his other dwarven secret door finding instinct, and try to search for secret doors.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception or investigation check.
Secrets.
Huh?
Have a wand of secrets. It does what you're trying to do, but automatically.
Oh, that might actually work a lot better.
Yeah,
we want to do that.
Part where I'm carrying like 3 magic wands.
Yeah.
You just gotta stick them all on your fingers like bugles.
Maybe she like bended them around her arms so they're like magic bangles.
The latest in Wizard Couture.
Are you going to use the Wand of Secrets, or should I actually make that check?
I am using the wand of secrets.
Okay.
Oh.
There is no secret door in this room. Or, well, I guess there is a secret door. Yeah, there's a door you can't see. That's a secret door. Yeah, there's a secret door in this room.
Okay. Sorry. Question, is this room made of stone?
No, it is made of wood.
All right, so but we can all see the outline of the secret door, right?
Yes, but there is no obvious way to activate it from your inspections.
Could I just like hit it a couple times with my hammer?
What about brute force?
Yes, exactly.
Sure.
Hey, new giant friend.
Yes.
I would like to remind you, if the structure's made of wood, I do an extra 1d8 fire damage every time I hit something.
The giant turns to Lady Kaw, and says yes. There is an exit. But how do you... I was told the only way to open it is to behead me. It's a real...
Have you tried smashing?
No, I didn't know it was there.
Tarbek's already started smashing.
Okay, yeah.
Could I roll for...
Anybody who wants to smash, roll damage against the door.
Oh,
How
I
much?
get an extra d8. Question,
Okay.
that magic arch, that also applies to damage, right?
Yeah.
God,
It's
can
gonna
you-
run out soon, but yeah.
Okay, that is 9. No, wait. 6. 9 bludgeoning damage and 5 fire damage.
Okay.
So that's
Um,
14 damage.
12 slashing damage for me.
Okay. So you both smash the door. And the room kind of shifts and shakes a little bit. And you can see kind of in the doorway, a little fractured hole that you can see through into another room.
Oh.
But the room kind of keeps almost shifting, like the room behind it is changing.
Oh, good. It's the bullshit magic. Can we make the hole bigger?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Sure.
Oh, I feel like this is a bad idea, but we try to make the hole bigger.
Okay.
Lady Kaw's gonna cast light on one of her bangles before the torches go out on us.
Okay.
Okay, that's another 8 points of damage.
Okay.
That's 16 for me.
Okay.
My god.
So
my ungodly modifier.
the two of you peel this door open enough that everyone in the party could fit through now, and kind of like every 15 seconds or so, kind of the room behind it changes, almost like it's a roulette.
I think we broke it. I think the devs maybe didn't intend for us to see this part.
The giant's like, I don't think that's how that door works.
Wait a second. Forge cleric, identify.
On the door, it's a magical effect, but it's not a magic item.
Darn. Never mind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of high level spell slots, so wait a second, what if the giant goes through? Technically the giant wouldn't be in the room anymore.
The giant says, you want me to go through?
I mean, if you can? It's this or die.
Yeah,
I'm being frank with you.
Or we just stay in this room and never leave. Also, not a great option, but I'm just
That
saying.
eventually involves dying. I don't have that much food with me.
He'll pick up his greatsword, kind of pulling it out of the wooden floor, splintering it as he pulls it up, and he kind of nods and then ducks and walks through the door, and it kind of looks like he's boarding a passing subway, like.
All right then.
Bob's Burgers, where they get caught on the scramble pan, and the adults all try to get on it while it's moving. When they land, they just go. That's what I imagine it looks like.
And you can kind of see, like, every minute or so he reappears and is slightly further into a room. Like, there's some kind of order to the rooms that are passing in front of you.
So it's literally like a roulette wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You just have to time it right to get to the right room.
Mm-hmm.
Can we study the room and see like which ones come up in which sequence, or
Sure,
the sequence of the rooms are?
So everyone give me. Intelligence checks. Just straight intelligence.
Dude, does my magic arch help?
No, it didn't affect skill checks.
Okay, never mind. Oh dear, I got a 9.
I got a natural 20.
Damn.
That's a
17.
20. That's a 23 for me.
Okay.
That's a 6. This bangle is now super shiny.
But look at how shiny the bangle is. Okay.
Look, just this breaks all the laws of architecture and quite frankly makes me uncomfortable.
Okay. What's the last room? Okay. So, kind of focusing on the area in front of you and kind of trying to process it and, remember what you saw a minute ago and keeping them all straight. Both Navira and Gayle, you can see that kind of in order, there is a room that is painted entirely black that seems to be full of a bunch of black furniture. There is a room that it looks like almost like a old-fashioned sitting room, and there are a bunch of tables set up, and you can see there is a very ornately dressed woman sitting behind one of them who's kind of seems to be doing something to her, just looking down and fidgeting with something. There is a room that looks like a laboratory, and there seems to be a corpse laid out on an operating table.
Oh boy.
And then
We're gonna skip that room.
finally, there is. Oh, that's it, really. There's a room with a Hydra in it.
Which one also has a giant in it?
The giant seems to be in the entirely black room, and he seems rather uncomfortable.
Aw, poor guy.
I mean, Daniel would like to keep him company, but Tarbek does not particularly like giants.
Just
Is a backstory thing.
Well, the only two rooms we seem to would have a good time in is the room with the giant painted black, or the sitting room with the woman. Because I don't feel like going into creepy labs with corpses on tables.
I don't know how, if we can choose, but
We can jump it. We time it. So
okay.
Let's
try it.
If you now that you've figured out the pattern, that's what the intelligence checks were for. You could time it to jump through.
All right. Do we want to go black room first then?
Is there any guarantee that we can get back?
That one seemed to be the one with the least immediate threats anyways, and also a big giant dude.
Fair enough. Navira will step forward and prepare to enter the black room.
Okay. Do you want to go one at a time or two at a time?
I'd rather just buddy up just in case.
Okay, I was going to say if you go two at a time and you jump quickly, you can all make it in one go. Otherwise, it will take you 2 goes because 6 seconds apiece to jump through, and they only last 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm going to presume
2 at a time.
Gayle, Navira, Kaw, Tarbek.
Sure.
Okay. So Gayle and Navira hop through. Kaw and Tarbek quickly hop through after them. And yeah,
do Gayle and Navira hold hands?
Navira will pick her up by the back so she doesn't have to hop. Just be like, "You're coming with me." Pick her up and place her on her back. All right.
So you enter this black room. It's just it's like an abandoned wing of a house that they just decided to throw all their furniture in. It's their garage or their basement, but it's all painted black and it doesn't look like it should be. Some of it's literally a sofa has been painted black. The giant's kind of just walking around the room and saying, "It is broken. There is no way out of this one either."
Do we need to start punching walls again? Because I'm down for that.
I'm assuming we can't just go back the way we came?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
It requires you to jump again, but because similarly, you look back and it's the Hydra room, the laboratory, the card room, and then the green room.
If that's an option. Let's look around first.
Okay. Perception or investigation checks.
Jesus.
Tarbek sees nothing.
Okay.
That's a solid 3 for Navira.
That's 2 nothings.
That is a 16 for Gayle.
Okay.
At least one of us can see.
That's an 8.
Okay.
At least one of us can see.
My passive perception is 19. How can I roll lower?
Well, this one is something passive perception wouldn't be able to pick up. But luckily Gayle made it. looking around, Gayle, kind of walking back and forth, you notice at some point when the giant is walking across the floor, he kind of sags a little lower in part of it, and you're like, there's a trap door under where he is standing.
So, do we solve this problem with violence now, or?
Well, there's carpet over it, but if you cut around where the trap door is, there's a pull ring on it, and you can just pull, or like a little groove in it that you can pull up on. I'm not saying anyone has done that yet, in case you would like to do something else, but I'm saying you can.
Trapdoor is a way out. That is not this weird portal, so I like that idea.
As far as I can tell, there are no hydras on the other side of it, so...
So let's all go through the cool trapdoor.
Okay.
Tarbek will go first because underground senses.
You dangle from the trapdoor for a second and kind of drop down, and you hit a table, and looking around, you're in the card room that you saw in the flashing by thing, and the walls of this room are wood paneled. The floor is covered in a plush carpet. A number of card tables and wooden chairs are scattered around the room, and sitting behind the table in the middle of the room is a matronly woman in very elaborate dress. She's wearing a kind of very fancy headscarf and, very colorful jewelry. She's dressed a lot like Lady Kaw, actually. Lots of bangles and such. And on the table in front of her are 10 cards face down. The cards are arranged in 2 rows of 5 cards each. And as soon as you drop in, the woman says, "Welcome. Come in, come in. The cards know all. The cards see all. Make yourselves comfortable. Would you like to pick a card? Any card."
Oh, I'm really bad at this card game. Then I kind of look over at Kaw.
And just to be clear, this is someone I've never seen or heard before.
Right, it is, yeah, it's not someone you've ever met before. They certainly remind you of people you have met before. They're not quite dressed like any Vistani but it is certainly a similar style.
I feel like this is your wheelhouse, Kaw.
Sit down and get a tarot reading, apparently.
Okay. Okay. The woman kind of looks you up and down, and she closes her eyes and winds her hands around all of the cards before kind of passing over one again and nodding, and she opens her eyes and flips over an elderly bearded man sitting on a throne. And the man wears a crown and holds a scepter, and she has flipped over the King of Wands. And appearing in her hand is a magic wand that she hands to you.
Take it. Turn to Tarbek and kind of hold it out.
I give a thumbs up.
I think he wants you to cast Identify.
I'll cast Identify.
It is a wand of fireballs.
Whoa.
Can any of us actually use that?
I'll double check.
Gayle might be able to.
Gayle might be able to.
I think Gayle actually can, because technically an arcane trickster can learn Fireball. Just not till much later.
Requires attunement by a spellcaster, so anybody can do it.
Literally any of us. Okay. Congratulations, Kaw.
I just need a bandolier for all these magic wands. Not that I am complaining.
Tarbek will give a thumbs up, although he's kind of confused.
And she will, look around again and say, pick a card. Any card.
Gayle, pick a card.
Okay. She flips over a card, and it is a skeleton wielding a scythe. It stands on a barren wasteland.
Oh, come on!
Make a charisma saving throw.
No!
Damn it.
You have my aura. +3.
Okay. Oh no.
No!
That's a 9 with the aura.
Okay.
Oh dear. Did we pick the bad one?
You picked
Ow.
the worst one, because it's random. Okay. Gayle falls flat over.
Dead.
Spare the dying.
She starts to shallowly breathe again.
Alright. Does she have all her hit points?
No, she has 0 hit points. She is stable.
Cool.
I give her 20 hit points of lay on hand.
Okay. You can also stab some of Gale's arrows into her if you'd like.
Yeah, just pull them out.
If Gayle wants to,
You gotta
self-inject...
stim pack it. You gotta stim pack it.
Or like a shot of adrenaline. Someone's having a drug overdose. Right to the heart.
Blue to sky, orange to thigh. Just EpiPen it.
Yeah. See, I'm just glad it didn't kill her outright, because I'm out of 3rd level spell slots.
Gain another 12 hit points back as well.
Hang on, I need to figure this out because I had to go from 0 to. How do I get out of death things on this one? I don't know. There we go. Alright, so I got 20 from Navira,
Yep.
and then another 12.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, it's probably too late to ask if you included the bless on the save. No, wait. Yeah, probably too late to ask.
It would have not.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at most she would have gotten 13, and she needed more than that.
Do we all have to draw... Oh.
You don't all have to. You just can.
Gayle didn't realize death was on the table when Kaw got her wand.
Well, on the bright side, now we can't draw it again.
Navira will look at Tarbek and she says, you know, when Kaw drew her wand, I had a feeling that this would not come without repercussions, and you know what? I was right. And then she picks up a card.
Okay.
She feels very vindicated.
Gonna be standing behind Navir at this point with another spare the dying ready to go in case.
A man in a wide-brimmed hat stands in front of various objects placed at a random table. The man points a wand in his right hand toward the sky while pointing with his left hand toward the ground. The lady kind of picks up the card and it does like a little flourish with it, and a ring appears in her hand that she hands to you.
She holds it on Tarbek.
I put that identify sauce on it.
Yeah. It's a ring of spell storing, and it has the
Ring of what?
Spell storing,
Oh my
Spell
god,
story.
that's really good.
and it has the following spells in it: knock, fly, and dimension door.
Holy shit.
It also has a spell that is no longer in 5th edition, and I'm not figuring out what it's supposed to be. It has ventriloquism. Useful.
That probably would just translate to thaumaturgy now.
Probably.
That's
But
pretty
Navira
cool.
will be like, sweet, and she'll stick it on her finger.
Tarbek will sigh and then just, because he feels left out, pick a card.
Okay.
This is going to be a bad one, isn't it?
Well, a blindfolded woman turns a large wheel. On top of the wheel sits a man and woman rejoicing at their good fortune. At the bottom of the wheel, a man falls off into a chasm. Roll 2d6.
No!
Boy, boy. Oh, 3 and 2, so that's a 5.
Okay. For the next 10 minutes, you have -2 on attack and saving throws.
Whatever, it balances out. Or, is that thing worn off yet?
Yeah, that's worn off. So now it's
Damn.
just -2 for the next 10 minutes.
Tarbek just gets a really bad headache.
And the lady kind of runs her hand over all the cards, stacking them neatly into a pile, and she kind of flickers out of existence as if she was an illusion the whole time, and a door behind her creaks open.
Is the giant following us?
The giant is having a hard time getting through that trap door, so he
That's
says,
fair.
"Go on without me. I know you were all worried."
All right then, bye.
Our friend just died, so.
Yeah.
Alright, I march through the door, sword point first.
I feel nauseous.
Gayle's super upset. Got totally boned.
Somebody got a stupid cool wand and a stupid cool ring, and I just died.
And
I know
this
that
is why we
feel.
keep Spare the Dying on.
This room is equipped somewhat like an alchemist's laboratory. The equipment looks unfamiliar. To you all, this looks like what you pictured Dr. Frankenstein's lab to look like. There are a number of knives, scissors, and other surgical tools. A metal table stands in the middle of the room. On it is strapped a human man. And near the table stands a large, horrible, unearthly creature on 6 crab-like legs. It has a grotesque, bloated body covered with an oily yellow-orange membrane, from which protrude masses of short tentacles. 4 yellow, bulging eyes, and a repulsive, tooth-filled mouth at the top. There are 5 large lumps on the upper part of its body, just above its eyes.
Oh my god.
Like it.
I lived in the hells. I saw some weird shit. This is up there.
Oh.
Is it hostile?
I mean, from that description, take from it what you will, but it is glaring at you. And if you kind of quickly look at the human body, the human man seems to have the top of his head cut off, and his brain is missing. Just FYI.
Oh no.
Oh, it has a human mind.
Oh no, that's really sad. Also gross.
This just became morally ambiguous.
Well, I mean, if this thing ate that guy's brain.
But did it?
I would cast locate object on the brain, but I can't. What if Tarbek just tries to walk past it?
Okay, it will stare at you as you walk past.
Much obliged.
Gonna scoot past it and wand of secrets again.
Okay. In the corner of the room, behind one of the panels full of gross, rusty tools, there is a secret door.
Just gonna point that out. Keeping an eye on the crab thing.
Do we have to smash it again?
Yes.
Navira is going to carefully, like, it's like she's inspired a little bit by the laboratory they're in, and she's gonna like insert her sword where the wand of secrets so the edges are, and just kind of like try and saw it out.
Okay. So
Gonna smash the door open, but carefully.
yeah, roll 4d6.
Ooh.
I'll like tap the hilt with the hammer in case we need to like get like a chisel motion going.
Oh, those are decent rolls. 6. So 16.
Okay.
Wait, you want me to add my modifier to that?
Oh yes, please.
25.
Okay. Jeez. So it just pops open.
All right. Cool. And
That room is on the other side of this one.
And as it pops open, you can hear a incredibly loud bellowing roar.
Hydra.
All right, gang,
We're
just take a
stuck
deep
between
breath.
A crab and a Hydra place.
I like the crab better, to be honest. We have to kill the Hydra, don't we?
well, we didn't have to kill the crab thing. Who said we had to kill the Hydra?
I feel like the Hydra will not be as cooperative as the crab.
Maybe
Have you met a
we
lot of
just
Hydras?
startled it.
I'm assuming the Hydra is holding like a giant dinner fork in one of its mouths and a giant dinner knife in the other.
Feed me! I'm so hungry! Oh, come on.
We gotta go to the Hydra.
I mean, there's still an upset crab thing behind us. We have that option.
Can Gail, like, the door open?
I'm sorry?
Is the door open?
The door's open.
Okay. Gail will try to stealth into the room.
Okay.
See what's up.
Make a stealth check.
At advantage.
Add guidance.
At advantage, you say?
Yes.
And an extra. Oh, actually, you have one from Bless as well, I guess. I don't know if those stack. I feel like they don't.
Yeah.
No. Let's see. 12. 15.
Okay. So, I mean, it's not hard to see.
Yep.
The Hydra in the room. So that's the first thing you notice as you quickly kind of duck and roll. Let's see. The Hydra seems very focused on the door that has just popped open, and this otherwise sort of almost swamp-like room. Like it's the walls are all kind of like spongy moss covered, and there's like a little pond that the Hydra can presumably kind of flop around in towards the back of the room. And you can see a door at the very far end, but the Hydra's in front of it.
And can the Hydra see us?
The Hydra can see you, and it's kind of barking mad at the door, essentially.
All right, who wants to kill a Hydra?
Lady Kaw's gonna roll her eyes and say, "I fuck dragons," and walk in the room.
Okay. Where's my notepad?
All right, yeah, I remember now. Tarbek will follow.
Do I think that this thing can be made afraid?
You, from just various experience, you would probably kind of reckon it can be afraid, but creatures who have more than one head are very hard to frighten. Because unless you can frighten all of the heads, you can't... If just one of them becomes frightened, it doesn't matter. There's 4 other ones that can still lash out and attack you.
Alright. I channeled my other aura of fuck you.
Okay.
This is my dreadful aspect, and I can choose, any creature of my choice that I can see within 30 feet. So I choose all of its heads. And they must beat a wisdom and make a wisdom saving throw DC 14.
Yeah, I don't know how this exactly works, if the heads are counted as separate creatures.
I mean,
Just hedging my bets.
I can throw some fireballs at it now.
That's actually a really good idea.
How many charges does that wand have?
It has...
7.
It doesn't start. It's going to start with 5.
You can still cast a level 7 fireball with it.
The Hydra kind of pauses for a moment, and then, with renewed fury, bellows louder and angrier at you. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay. I was wondering how long we'd be able to get away with that.
No.
4.
2.
I rolled a 1. That's a 4.
Boy, so...
I like how she still beats both of us.
11.
Solid 11. And what does the crab monster roll? I don't know if he's part of our party right now.
No! He's not going to help you!
Get out of my laboratory!
Yeah!
Okay, we're trying.
It's like, well...
Sorry.
If any of them die, that's a snack.
The Hydra dies, that's like infinite snacks.
Well, the Hydra's not very smart is the problem.
That's true.
Oh,
it eats brains.
Kaw, you get to go first.
Wand of fireballs!
What level?
I don't know.
I think the way it works is default is 3 for 1 charge, and then you can add on another level per charge.
Yeah.
I also don't have the rule of fireballs behind me, and I accidentally grabbed my DM's guide instead of my players.
Okay, let's see. Fireball.
A fistful of d6s.
It will fail its saving throw.
Ooh.
And a 3rd level fireball does 8d6.
Ridiculous.
I love fireball. Just gave the cleric a bazooka, basically.
That's 24 fire damage.
Okay.
With a lot of 1s and 2s.
Look, fire damage is fire damage. I like my Hydra's crispy. How many heads does it have, by the way? That seems important.
5 heads right now.
Okay.
Right now.
I don't like that addendum.
Okay. Anything else on your turn, Kaw?
Scooch behind someone.
Fireball!
Feel like a
Pardon me.
wizard all of a sudden.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay, Hydra's gonna go.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh.
And it's gonna charge the 2 tanky party members.
Oh, yay.
Okay, let's do... And that's... 24 to hit Tarbek.
Does hit.
So for 10 piercing damage.
Mamma mia. I'm not at full health.
21 to hit Navira.
Oh, Jesus.
For 10 piercing damage.
Ow.
And the other 3 attacks are misses.
That wasn't pleasant.
Gayle, it is your turn.
I guess Gayle will take Lady Caw's sort of advice, and she'll do a scorching ray at the thing.
Okay.
And I'm making a tearful. Ooh, that's pretty good. That is a 22.
Is a hit.
So I'm just going to go with like 3 separate heads.
Okay.
20. Wait. 13 plus 6.
So 19.
19, okay.
Is a hit.
And then a 14.
Is a miss.
Ah. So one gets 8 damage, and one head gets just 4 damage.
Okay.
And then Gayle's gonna book it to the other side of the room to see the door.
Okay.
It's my turn now, right? Oh, dear.
Okay. It is Tarbek's turn, yes.
All right. Wait a second. Is Guiding Bolt an attack roll?
Guiding Bolt is an attack roll, yes.
Yeah, and I have -2. Whatever. I'm just gonna... I have disadvantage because it's right up in melee with me. I am going to hit it with my hammer. Oh, right. I have to make a concentration save for the being bitten. What's the DC for this if I take 10 points of damage?
Is DC 10.
Okay, I made the DC. I got a 13.
Okay.
No, wait, I got an 11. No, wait. I got a 12. I'm
Sure. Okay,
under,
yeah,
I'm under a lot of different modifiers right now. Okay. I'm going to hammer it.
Okay.
Nat 1.
Okay.
I whiffed it.
Okay. Anything else, Tarbek?
I can't.
Okay.
Tarbek's having a bad day.
He is.
And Gayle, it is your turn. I'm sorry, Navira. I wrote Gayle twice for some reason.
I'll go again.
Yeah, I don't actually really know what to do. I have 1 spell slot left and no idea how to use it.
Well, As the saying goes, there's one spell that never takes spell slots. Sword.
Hold the dead.
I mean, if I want to hit hard and well, it does take spells.
True.
Something tells me that this thing is not going down easy. So Navira looks at this thing, realizes her aura fuck you didn't work, and she's like, God, I am going to need a nap after this. And so she pulls out her sword and just goes for it.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
Is it?
Awesome. All right, gonna hit him with that second level divine smite.
Okay.
All right, so
Big money.
between my ridiculous modifier and the fact that I get to reroll ones and twos, hopefully this should be a really big number. Hopefully. Ooh, 2 rerolls. Nice. All right, so that's 15, 18, 27. 27.
Okay.
I'm so glad we have a paladin.
So Navira's sword redeemer, she draws it and just slices it as it, kind of streaks across with this divine light. One of the Hydra's heads falls clean off.
No, I did not go for the head. No. I'm not an idiot.
If you deal more than 25 damage, one of the head dies. You guys are fine. You have done something that will stop its heads from regrowing.
Okay.
I won't tell you what, but you did something.
Okay.
Can I make a religion? No, that wouldn't be religion. Never mind.
It would be Arcana. Or nature.
Okay, I have neither of those.
Yeah. So it has 4 heads.
All right, second attack.
Second attack.
This one has no divine smite because I am out of magic entirely. Oh no, that's only a 12.
That's a miss.
Oh well. Yeah, she realizes she's completely drained, and so she stumbles a little bit and misses the attack.
We're tired. I want to go home.
Our bird song is outside and all alone.
The only thing I have left is lay on hands and 2 divine smites.
Okay.
I am out.
So back up at the top, it is Kaw's
Wait.
turn.
Did you add your bless to that attack, the second one?
I did not. I don't know if it would make much of a difference.
It
We can
might.
try. We can try. Oh no, that's only a 14.
14 is a miss. Yeah. Close though.
It was okay.
Kaw.
Be further out of magic and cast a mirror.
Okay. Wom, 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 wom. Okay. Oh wait,
It's
actually.
all my second level spells.
Oh no, since its last turn it did. The Hydra gets to go. And it has 4 heads, so it will attack Tarbek and Navira twice each.
Me.
24 on Navira.
Oh, for God's sake.
Less than 20 on Tarbek, so that's a miss. So 10 damage Navira.
Ugh, ow.
And a crit miss on Tarbek. And another 24 on Navira, so another 10 damage.
Ow.
How much you
He's
got?
I'm at less than half. Well, actually, yeah, no, less than half.
All right.
Whittling me down bit by bit.
That's the Hydra's turn.
Not looking great.
Gayle,
Yeah.
it is your
Uh,
turn.
Did I make it to the door?
Yeah,
on
so
the other side?
you've kind of ran and John wooed scorching raid at this Hydra, and then kind of skidded to a stop towards by the door. And if you use your movement this turn, you can get to the door and see if there's a way to open it or anything.
Yeah, I'll use my movement
Okay.
to get to the door.
Okay.
Is there a way to open it?
Let's see.
You have bless.
Yeah, there is another amber marble door with the words Stephen de Amberville engraved upon it, and it looks like it's another push open door that you could just push apart, and you see a room with 2 large braziers in it, still sputtering with fire, and a bunch of candelabras across the back wall. And in the center of the room is an ornate mahogany casket. The casket rests on a raised dais, and a large tapestry covers the wall behind it, depicting the assassination of a wizard.
Okay. 'Cause I'll turn around and I guess I'll just try to scorching ray it again.
Okay.
Really cool. Every time you do it, you
no.
somehow end up airborne in slow motion. There are doves in the background.
Well, the first one's an 8, so that misses.
That's a miss.
That's another 8. Oh my god.
Bless. Oh no, wait, that wouldn't do anything.
No. And the last one is a 16.
16's a hit.
Oh, yay. So it takes another 3 fire damage. And I'll just, like, wave people over and be like, just run for it.
Did I run that fast? I have tiny legs.
And the as 2 scorching rays kind of skitter off, one hits the hydra in the back, and it kind of raises its remaining heads and bellows as ichor and spits out of its flopping neck stump.
Gross.
Yeah. And Gayle, it's Tarbek's turn.
Tarbek will endeavor to hit this thing with a hammer.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I have to do a couple calculations here. So that's 10 plus 6, 16, 17.
17's a hit.
Awesome. So that's 3 fire damage and 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So 10 total.
10 total.
And I'd like to healing word Navira.
Thank you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I can only give you like healing word is D4 plus 4, right?
D4 plus whiz, yeah.
I can only give you 8 hit points.
Hey, that's 8 more than I had previously.
And I think that's my last spell. No, wait, I have 1 more.
1 more, okay.
I'm getting tapped out.
And Navira, it is your turn.
Alright. I don't know. She's not entirely sure she wants to make a run for it just yet. I want to make a run for it. But Navira
I don't
does
think
not.
Tarbek can. He's very slow and tiny.
I could just carry you. Be like, let's go.
I don't know if you could. I weigh 300 pounds in full armor.
I might have a plan.
Alright. Does
I
she
mean-
communicate that to the rest of the party?
She's just
One
like
of
waving her
you-
hands like, come on!
One of you has a dimension door. Saying.
That's true. Just gotta let me see how Dimension Door works.
You
'Cause
and a
I-
willing creature up to 500 feet.
Yep.
It's an
Cool.
action.
Alright, so I grab Tarbek by the arm and I'm like, let's go, and I open up the dimension door and just pull him through to right where Gayle is.
Okay. The Hydra just screams and it kind of bites at the air with all 4 of its heads where you just teleported away from, and seems confused as it scans this side of the swampy room, and it doesn't understand where you've all gone, and except for the 4 Kenkus still in the corner. Just eyes them warily of, what did you do, trickster? And it is Lady Kaw's turn.
Cool, I am going to channel divinity, vanish for 6 seconds, and book it to the other side of the room.
Okay.
Go! So scared.
Okay, so...
I was kind of hoping to try and kill it, but honestly, I'm not sure we have the resources to do that.
No spell slots left.
That was my last channel divinity. I have 2 level 2 spells and 1 level 3 spell left.
So at this point, you are all in his mausoleum chamber, and the Hydra is on the other side of this small doorway, just screaming in confusion as where did its dinner go?
I shut the door.
Before you do that, I throw a sacred flame at its face and tell it to shut up.
Do you do that? Because it does not.
Don't do that.
know where you
I
are.
don't do that.
Okay.
That's
Don't
not a
do
good idea.
that.
If it doesn't know where we are, that's a bad idea.
Okay.
Bad juju.
Okay. So
After she shuts the door, Navira just slides down onto the floor with the ungodly metal screech of her armor. Just, ow.
Yes.
All right, mausoleum.
Mhm.
I'll roll religion to see how we can get out of here faster.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's real good. I rolled a
Lot.
25.
That is a lot.
That is a lot. So you're kind of you have to think for a moment because you're like, okay, human burial rites, and they entomb their dead in big old mausoleums for whatever reason.
They don't even do a special cremation ceremony or anything. They don't have tombs that look like the face of the person they're cremating.
But you know that often in these cases the caskets themselves have some sort of meaning to them. So you kind of go up and you can see carved in under a thick layer of dust are words that when you brush off, it says, burn the tapestry to break my curse.
I'll hit the tapestry with my flaming hammer.
The tapestry kind of slowly sputters and catches fire. And the casket creaks open. And you can see a skeleton wearing a gold crown lies inside with kind of moldy clothes. And then that skeleton disappears. And a man dressed in rich velvet robes, wearing that same crown, and other fine jewelry will suddenly appear, stepping out of smoke and ashes. He stretches and says, "Oh, thanks. I have been trapped in there for ages."
Gayle goes up and smacks him.
Ow!
Who does that?
Wait, it wasn't my fault. I was cursed.
That's no excuse.
Why did you keep a Hydra as a pet?
Well, when I got him, he was just small. They don't tell you how big they're going to get.
Everyone tells you how big they're gonna get!
I also
Gayle
smack
smacks him
him.
again.
Damn.
Navira's
Also,
just-
what the hell was that crab thing?
Navira's just flipping him the bird from her spot on the floor on the other side of the room.
I also hand him his eviction notice.
And as you
Your family is so weird.
as you do, and as you're kind of slapping him and yelling at him, the tomb around you disappears, and you guys are back outside, where you can see, if you're looking at the house, it's as if it's like time-lapse photography, and like 100 years happen all at once, and vines overtake the building, and it crumbles. And bursting out of it is a much larger gold dragon than the one you guys encountered earlier. It's probably an adult gold dragon now, and it kind of flaps its wings, nods at you all, and flies north.
All right, yeah,
As the-
volcano real estate.
As the wall disappears from behind Navira, she doesn't even like bother to sit up. She just flops onto the ground. Just
Where is Birdsong?
Oh, Birdsong kind of looks up, it has a mouthful of cud, just kind of just starts chewing again.
Important question, because this is the thing I did without telling anyone. Is the bell still around Birdsong's neck?
Yes.
Navira will reach her arm out to Birdsong and be like, "Good Birdsong." She's like 10 feet away from it. Her arm's just out.
Is it a girl or boy?
Tarbek will like take out some trail rations and kind of just like give Navira like a few little pieces. She's still lying on the ground.
They hit her in the face.
All right, you just take all the time you need. All right.
Yeah. So
How about a wineskin? How does Navira feel about that?
It just like pours into her eyes.
Oh dear.
Not moving.
No, not pouring it, offering it.
She doesn't move. She's just dead tired. Like
Into
no
my cart,
magic. Half
come
of
out
her
with a
hip.
blanket, put it over Navira.
We're tucking Navira in.
This blanket has blood on it now.
Yes.
She's at like she's at like half her hit points, no magic left, used everything she had in there, and now she's taking a nap in the middle of the road.
It's not the middle of the road, it's in this lot with this destroyed
now
house.
destroyed house. Stephen will kind of look at it and say, "Oh, yeah, well."
Is the giant still there, or the Hydra?
No, there looks like no other creature survived
Except the gold dragon. I
except for the
guess.
gold dragon.
Because those live longer than 100 years.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And he'll say, "Well, I mean, my family was weird, but that's a shame. Yeah, well."
What? You're still here?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for breaking that curse, by the way. Real lifesaver, literally.
Well,
Guess
what?
what's
Shoot
him
a
again?
crossbow in his feet.
Ow.
I feel like we're gonna need more than just a pithy thank you.
Oh yeah, we never got our 10,000 gold, did we?
Oh, we did.
No, it's Navira holds it up.
Do you want more money? I can give you more money.
There's supposed to be a house here. I feel like that's...
Yeah, it's my house, so I can do with it whatever Oh, you handed me a paper before. Oh, that's weird. No, this is an empty
Yeah.
lot now. And you can see it right there.
Wait a second, I can actually... Tarbek technically can do something about this. He just needs 8 hours.
Navira will look at Steven and she's like, "If I had any magic left, I'd inflict wounds you in the balls."
Look, let's take the night. We'll rest.
Just avoiding eye contact with the tiefling.
It's Steven didn't do anything.
Lying on the ground, covered in blood in a blanket.
Someone get her a glass of orange juice.
I don't know if we can take a long rest, but I
Gotta backhand Steven again.
Ow!
enough.
Every time he talks, he gets hit at this point.
All right, look, we can't do this to every new person we meet, even if they did get cursed.
Concentrate and ask again.
Could you please stop hitting Steven?
Most likely.
Kaw hit him again.
Let's. How about we take a break? We have a nice long rest. We'll come at this with a fresh head tomorrow.
He'll say, "Can I? Aside from asking you to stop slapping me, can I do anything for you?"
Tarbek kind of shrugs.
I was just gonna point at the road.
There's someone who's supposed to move into this house, but it's not here anymore. And I gotta build a house in 5 days. Or 4 days, sorry.
Yeah, sounds right. Can you do that?
I'm not... I want to say no, but technically I might be able to.
I'm gonna look up a spell real fast.
I have masonry tools and smith's tools, so technically, I think I am. It is technically within my ability to build a house with the fabricate spell.
How many days was it between Daggerford and Tacoma?
Oh, only about a day and a half.
Okay. Want some help building a house?
Tarbek nods. All right, we're gonna have a fun. This is our vacation to Daggerford, basically. Tarbek's gonna build a deck and also a bunch of other stuff.
Perfect.
Just know, I'm dreaming about kicking your ass.
Navira has a lot of those dreams.
Steven will say, "I do feel quite bad. Do you need to get to Tacoma quickly?"
Yes.
He'll say, "Okay." And he'll snap his fingers, and whoever wants to go with him can teleport to Tacoma, and then you can get... I presume your dad and whoever else wants to help. And a bunch of townspeople will agree to help, and he'll snap and ferry them back and forth with teleport real fast. And you have Lady Kaw's dad, who is an accomplished carpenter, and about 20 young, able-bodied workers to build this house.
So we've got 4 days, right?
Bus. Yes.
All right. So between fabricate spell, carpentry, masonry.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll for this? I feel like I should roll for this.
I mean, if you'd like to, but I feel like montage together, everybody just works together, and it's lovely, and it's nice, and you build a big old house.
I like that idea better.
So...
It's just like the old one, except not creepy and haunted.
Yeah, you try and do your best.
A little nicer.
To, like, okay, well, there was a tower here, and obviously you can't refurnish all the inside exactly how it was, because there was, like, a mirror hallway that was trapped, and a dragon, and a troll, and this house is totally normal. Blood arch.
Hard to refurbish the inside when the inside of the house was bigger than the outside of the house.
Yeah.
That's true. We'll make a normal, not weird version of that same house.
Yeah. So, and over the next 4 days, you build a summer home for your Mass Lord of Waterdeep friend, who, at the end of day 4, him, Narshinda, and the Myconids shuffle off of a little cart and say, "Oh, hello. You did it."
But by the way, I'm assuming we've all agreed just to not tell him what happened.
Gale's gonna tell him what happened.
I hope it was no
Okay.
trouble.
Navira just has the
Also-
burning question of, how did he get the deed to this house?
Bought it at auction. Quite a steal.
What was it, like, free?
It was like they were giving it away.
Yeah, I can
Yes,
imagine that
Absolutely.
the property value on this was quite low.
Now it is incredibly high.
Tarbek tough.
Open floor plan.
We only built the outside. There's nothing inside.
Yeah. It's
we-
just
we
a
Giant
facade.
mansion that's an empty shell.
It's not that big, don't worry. Also, we've got Mike in it.
And he'll say, "Oh, thank you all so much. I'll have my things taken from the Waterdeep house post haste." And he'll hand you a rolled up piece of paper. And is the deed to his Waterdeep mansion.
All right then.
So we have a mansion and 10,000 gold now.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And I
Pause
feel
on
like
that.
we are a party that is not necessarily incapable of having these things, but seems like the least likely to know what to do with it.
Tarbek is technically an accomplished real estate type person.
Yeah, but with volcano.
That's true.
I feel like there's some difference.
Have to make it more homey. Just put like a flow of lava through it.
Oh, I mean, Gale's thinking about franchising.
Ooh. This wall definitely needs a lava fountain.
Yeah, that won't at all burn it up.
So
I'm sure you'll be able to get a
mansion.
zoning permit for that.
I mean, we are friends with the Masked Lord.
Well, I guess former Master Lord now?
Well, he told you he was going to work on that. He didn't tell you quite what he was going to do about it, but
FaceTime.
but yes, Stephen kind of walks up and he says, "Well, a job well done." He has done like nothing for these past 4 days. And he says, "Before I hit the road, last call. Anything? Anybody? I can help with anything."
Got any cool magic stuff?
Finger gun. Sorry, say that again.
Got any cool magic stuff?
Yeah. Like what?
What do you got on you?
Let's see. Let's see what he has on him.
Dwarven thrower?
Gonna loot the live NPC.
Yeah.
Who's asking if we want anything? So, like, our answer in response is, "What you got?"
Are we mugging him?
Not yet.
Depends what he has.
Oh, come on. Where's the tables in this thing?
Gale's still match. He's missed out on the magic items.
That's true.
It's okay, so have I.
He pulls out the Death Tarot card.
There you go.
Not again.
Let me just look at the beginning of this book instead of just. $140. Really? They're not. Sorry. They're not numbered in that book. They're numbered in a different book. So let me get my D&G.
Oh my.
These
So roll
entire
with the
past 4 days, Navira has just been glaring at Steven the whole time.
What?
Gale's been doing kind of the same thing, but he's also been like looking at the finger that was pricked every so often and just be like,
Kaw's
Oops.
been hanging out with her dad, so
Yeah, I imagine Tarbek and Kaw were probably busy.
He pulls out a small medallion that's shaped like a skull with glowing eyes.
Just gonna do my
Tarbek.
Tarbek thing.
It's a medallion of thoughts. It lets you cast detect thoughts 3 times a day, essentially.
Whoa.
That definitely seems like a Gayle thing.
Yeah.
Gayle will take that.
Okay.
Give her more sass ammo.
Yeah, well, you're thinking about this. No, why?
You can point out every insecurity you've ever had.
Okay.
Mm. And at some point, Tarbek will cast Revivify. Or if this is okay with Navira, we'll put a Revivify spell in that ring of spell storing. I don't know if I have to expend the material components to do that, but that seems like a pertinent idea.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm okay with that. It's like an emergencies only thing, but that ring can now cast Revivify once.
Hell yeah. Yeah, she's 100% down with that.
Seems like a very foresighty idea.
So with the Ring of Spell Storing, is each spell only available once?
So yeah, hold on, let me pull it up. So it can hold up to 5 levels of spells, and which actually it was holding more than that, but that's fine. So what you can do is you can cast spells into it to store them for later. So what Tarbek just did was he cast Revivify in it. He can now anyone who's wearing the ring can cast Revivify on someone else at a later date. So it has up to 5 spell levels in it, and you can essentially cast a spell now to use later. So,
okay.
For instance, over that 4-day period where you're not getting into fights, you could have filled it up with spells, and then when you're in combat, you don't have to worry about burning your spell slots to use them. And
Alright, so it's got Knock, Fly, and Revivify in it now?
Yes.
Awesome.
Which I don't think is technically allowed, but
That's 5, so it's fine. Oh, it's not, but whatever. It started out cheating. It's a cheating ring of spell storing.
Cool.
it's a ring of spell storing and rule fudging.
And that does require attunement. I'm pretty sure the Wand of Fireballs requires attunement, and Gale's new medallion requires attunement. So make sure everyone has no more than 3 attuned items, because you just got a bunch of new magic items.
Do any of my other wands require attunement? I don't think the Secrets or the Wand of Smiles definitely doesn't. Wand of Web might.
Secrets, let's see. No. Web does, Secrets does not. I'm going to say Smiles does not. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think I think I only have my armor of Uncanny Dodge, so that's all I have attuned.
Okay.
You have an armor of Uncanny Dodge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never use it.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So, as you guys are standing here, Steven kind of looks wistfully at his old mansion that is now a new mansion. And he just kind of says, well, guess that part of my life's over. I don't know what I'm probably missed a lot these last couple of 100 years. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah. How do you do spells now? Is that different? Like if I want to cast knock 3 times, how many times do I have to prepare it?
All right, so I'll take out my player's handbook to explain it to him.
Oh, this is a lot different. Oh, it's easier. That makes sense.
Yeah, but the spells aren't as strong.
Max
so.
level 20. What am I going to do with these 5 extra levels? Oh, well. I'll figure it out.
Tarbek seems very shocked.
Gonna point out that there is, just like flip to the quick start of that book real quick, point out there is no more Thaco. Good luck figuring out new armor class.
Thaco, and your armor goes up. That's weird. I don't care for it. I had an AC of 9. That used to be okay. What is it now? Like 12? That's weird. That's terrible. But yeah, he'll say, thanks for saving me and getting rid of my family. They were weird. Yeah, if you ever need me, I'll probably be around. Okay, bye.
All right. Appreciate it. Tarbek takes a big, long swig of just whatever alcoholic beverage is closest
kind
at
of
hand.
Swirling amber-colored mist goes around him, and he disappears.
He seems like a very powerful and frightening spellcaster.
Yes.
Yeah, good thing we slapped him so many times.
Yes.
I feel like he's forgiven us for that, given we saved him, but I wouldn't go doing that again.
I would.
Yes.
Cause more curses, we definitely would.
Well then,
Anyway.
I think it's time to go to our new house.
Look, if you curse your entire house and you force people to go through it where you have to fight whatever that crab thing was, and a freaking Hydra, and blood archways, and tarot cards that kill you, I feel like a slap in the face, maybe 2, is goodwill.
It is decidedly so.
Again, inflict wounds to the balls.
Yeah.
Effective.
What would you guys like to do next? Head back to Waterdeep?
Yeah, probably.
I think
Not
that's the
before
next
picking
step.
up more cookies.
Okay. Cookies,
We have 10,000
then
gold.
Waterdeep. You ask the bakery in Daggerford, can you break 500 gold?
I think technically I can use my Artisan's Blessing to make change.
We could go to a fantasy ATM.
You throw all your gold in a bag of holding and a little IOU shoots out. So yeah, okay. So back on getting road cookies, and then you pack up the Varda wagon and Birdsong, and back onto the road to Waterdeep. And let's see.
Oh dear.
It's an uneventful 4 or 5 days back to Waterdeep, and you pull back into the city, and yeah, do you want to go straight to your house, or do you want to stop anywhere else first?
I'll stop at the, I don't know if there's like a fantasy IKEA.
And there are furniture stores, certainly.
Okay.
Does Waterdeep have a fantasy Costco?
Where all your dreams come true.
I'm not going to be able to keep up with the references, but sure, I think Garfield's involved.
Oh, man. I think the fantasy Costco only exists on there.
Oh, it's only on the moon? Well, there's a door to the moon in Silvery Moon. So if you just go there, get over to the moon,
Yeah.
and then you go to Fantasy Costco.
Tarbek does send a sending spell, though, to Glorim to see if a gold dragon has showed up.
Over. You receive a bit of a panicked response back of,
"Oh my god, there's a dragon!
Holy shit!" And then a little more calm response when they figure out the dragon is totally reasonable and is going to deal with their other dragon problem. And they have a unicorn, and that's pretty cool.
All right. Remember, you don't pet the unicorn unless you ask first. They are very much sentient creatures.
But yeah, so if you want to go to a furniture store, you can go to a furniture store. If you want to go to a lumber yard to build all your own furniture, you can do that too.
I'm not that good at...
Okay.
I don't have carpentry. I only have masonry. So it would be stone furniture.
It's a little, cold and uncomfortable. But nice.
Some of it's tasteful.
Yeah. It's sort of
I do make like a what would it be of? I make like a stone statue of like a myconid, and I put it on our lawn.
Oh, sure, like a little myconid gnome, like a lawn myconid. Yeah.
Proceeds to have mansion in Waterdeep. Continues to sleep in Waganom.
But it's your yard. That's nice. That's different.
Yeah. Tarbek will also look into the zoning permit for under the mansion.
Sure, you can. So there are fairly strict, shockingly strict underground zoning laws in Waterdeep. A lot of them having to do with Undermountain, but you can build like a standard basement, one floor, essentially.
Fine. Crumples up like pre-planned giant citadel underground.
Now
there's not space for another one of those underwater Jeep. There are enough of them.
And it's, technically no one can stop you except when Hallister Blackcloak shows up and says, "I'll stop you."
Or better yet, those two wizards we locked under our
Hey, you!
Oh, there you are!
All jacked and wearing, like, insectoid armor from Dark Sun now. But yeah, so, fixing up your house, you each get, essentially, there's enough rooms in the house where everyone gets a bedroom and an office. And then there are, there's a big common sitting room, a big kitchen, pantry, that kind of stuff on the first floor. And then the second floor, you can each get essentially a wing where you get two different rooms. Or you could guest rooms and stuff like that. But yeah, so if there's anything specific you want to do to the house, think about it. You don't have to decide right now. You can take a little time if you'd like. And flavor it and decorate and flare it the way you want. But yeah, for now, you have your mansion in Waterdeep. Don't blow it up every episode, please.
We'll try not to.
We'll try to do like every other episode.
Thank you. Also, if you stay in it all the time, then it forces me to blow it up, and I don't like doing that. So, but yeah, it's a good place to end on a bit of a happier note, a calmer note.
Got a mansion.
So, outros and plugs. Daniel.
Hi, my name is Home Renovations Daniel. Apparently, you can catch my my Property Brothers style home renovation show every other week at this time, apparently, starring all 5 of us, where we decide whether to flip it or tear it down using arcane magics and build another one.
Sure.
And Yeah, that's it. Also, every first Monday of the month, Stars Without Number, where I play the gunslinging plant man doctor. Also, horrible Barovia time on Sunday. Sorry.
Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. I'm basically on the show, all the shows Dan is, except the horrible Barovia time one. So I'll just be around.
That one's not part of this network.
Jay.
Hi, I'm Jay. You can follow me on Twitter if you would like to for some reason. Otherwise, I am here.
And Mira.
Hi, I'm Mira. You can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Birds Nerds. Haven't been doing a lot of D&D art lately just because I've been finishing up a lot of final projects. I did just finish a watercolor painting and a 3D animation, so I might post some stuff from that. Maybe some new D&D art in the next couple of weeks. We'll have to see. But yeah.
Awesome. I'm Andy Hatton at Andy Hatton on Twitter. Next week on Monday is the Stars Without Number faction turn, so dealing with the aftermath of the first Stars Without Number episode, where you get to see me crunch numbers and do math and stuff like that.
I'm not allowed to watch that one.
I'm going to try and make it as spoiler-free for players as possible, but I make no promises. And then next week, on Wednesday, is Spelljammer's back, and they're going to take the Centurion Hawk into space. It made the Glyph run less than 12 foot longs. If you didn't watch that episode, it's real good. So
it's really funny.
And that's it.
Slam. Welcome to Spelljammer.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.